Hello and welcome to the SheerLuxe show. I'm Charlotte Collins and I'm back in the hot seat with a really fab show from fashion to beauty to wellness to interiors with a bit of homemade pizza action thrown in. As always, we have something for everyone. First up, Georgie and Becky show you a huge unboxing from a skincare and beauty destination that offers a finely tuned selection of professional skincare products and makeup, from body to face, plus the latest in beauty tools. You won't want to miss it. Next up, stylist Sarah Clark, former Conde Nast fashion editor, is chatting us through an edit of her summer wardrobe essentials that she goes back to year after year with just a few new pieces added each season. Then Mark Wogan, founder of my favourite pizza restaurant, Homeslice London, is showing us exactly what to do to recreate some of his most delicious creations at home. Honestly, I cannot tell you enough how insane his pizzas really are, so you are in for a real treat. SheerLuxe's wellness editor Tor is back with her pick of what's new in health and wellness this month. And finally, interior designers Charlested are back to show us exactly how to style a shelf unit with easy tips to make them look super stylish. So first up is Georgie and Becky and their major unboxing of the very best from Skin City, whose vision is to offer the absolute best quality products on the market, available for everyone. You really can't get better than that. Take a look.
I'm joined now by Rebecca Hull, SheerLuxe's beauty editor, and we are here to share some of our favourite pieces available at Skin City. Skin City is an online skincare and beauty clinic, and it's really loved by those in the know. Tell us, Becky, what makes it special? What makes it different from others?
It really does stand out because actually, first and foremost, it's a place where you can kind of go and get your skin checked. You can enter quizzes, you can do virtual one-to-ones, and they have got their skin therapists on hand at all times. But it's also a brilliant way of kind of discovering those niche skincare brands as well as the brands that dermatologists will recommend you time and time again. And Skin City have got their own range, which is created with skin therapists, but they've also got a makeup brand called Make the Make, which again is created with dermatologists. So it's very much first and foremost skin the whole way through.
I'm going to have to start with Reflectil because this is a brand that I share a lot. I dye my eyebrows at home and people always ask me what I use, and I've always found it quite hard to find.
Yeah.
Well, this is Reflectil. It's an eyelash and eyebrow tint. Buy with it a little pot of fluids, and you combine the two in a little pot and mix it around with a brush, and Bob's your uncle. You can get it at Skin City.
I think that's another thing. There's finds on there that, like you say, you wouldn't expect to find. So it's well worth kind of taking the time to scroll through and really get acquainted with some of their tools. It really is kind of the best curated edit of everything.
Well, on the subject of tools, I'm going to jump straight to this green thing here.
Oh my God, I love this.
What is this?
So it's an in-shower buffer. If you're somebody that likes to dry body brush, this is a great alternative.
Do body brush me, please.
Because it's sorry about me. It has these silicone bristles, and you can use the other end as well. You can use it with exfoliators, shower gel, whatever you want, and it still kind of gets rid of those dead skin cells. And another benefit is the silicone bristles will be less likely to build up bacteria.
Well, on the subject of brushing your skin, we need to talk about this contraption. Where has this been all my life?
Fun tools.
So it's a foot file, so you peel off, so it's like an emery board. This is brilliant. You stick it on.
Yeah. It really is. It just sort of
Oh, I've not done that very well. And then
you give your skin a good buff.
You buff away. That is cool.
Get the dead skin off.
Oh God. And then you peel it off, you throw it away, and you start again.
Yeah, you start again. And it comes with so many different strips.
I love it.
So you're not constantly having to reorder them. It's really handy.
Another product I love that we all love is Revitalash.
Yes.
That's a big seller of theirs. You've got their Revitalash Cosmetics double-ended volume set and the advanced.
Yeah, exactly. So here we've got the double-ended set. You've got the mascara at this end and the primer the other end. And anybody that's ever wanted to get sort of those lash growth benefits will know about this brand. It is brilliant. They use peptides to strengthen and really condition, and the same goes for the best-selling brow formula. Now, it is expensive, but it's such a worthy investment if you're quite serious about good regrowth and proper sort of bushy brows. The only thing to flag is when you stop using it. Obviously regrowth finishes, but it is worth the upkeep because it is impressive.
On the subject of investing, Helio Care
Yes.
is a sun care brand, and it is the one that I would say 9 in every 10 makeup artists, dermatologists, skincare experts
Always recommend.
Always.
And it's because it's got that really high UVA and UV protection, which is what you always want. Obviously it protects against both. It's also oil free, so it's not going to clog your pores or leave your skin feeling really cakey. And it now comes in these lovely tints, which is great for summer. You can see very sheer, but all the while kind of evening out your skin tone while giving you really high protection.
So which one have you got there?
I've got beige.
I've got bronze. This is the real deal. It is £31, and I have to say, the oil-free is just a game changer. If you have not used oil-free SPF before, do it. You need a little bit more, but the point is it doesn't slip, it stays put, and actually I really find you don't need to reapply it throughout the day. So actually, you probably are saving a little bit of money by buying oil-free. Anyway, this is the one. If you're going to spend money on sun care,
That's the one to get.
we have got Oxygenetics Acne Control Foundation. I'm really excited to see this. I've heard about this.
I'm a big fan of this brand. Now again, talking of sort of dermatologist recommended products, this is something they always recommend if you are acne prone or really suffer with oiliness. And again, it's oil free, so it's not going to kind of slide around your face or block your pores. It's non-comedogenic. Again, that means it won't block your pores. But above all, it's aloe vera based, so it has those kind of antibacterial benefits in to prevent acne, and it's very cooling and quenching.
On the subject of problem skin, and before we move on to their own brand products, this is Dermalogica.
It is Dermalogica, and again, a brand you wouldn't necessarily expect to find on there, but it's just kind of testament to the fact that they do use those really high-end products on there that dermatologists again recommend. And this is their Aqua Cooling Jelly. It's just for anybody that loves kind of lighter textures, but it's also really good for oily skin types because despite the fact that it has a gel-based texture, it's never too kind of heavy or thick.
How amazing. For me, that's quite a new thing to see a gel moisturiser like that.
Spots in mind, or anyone that suffers with congestion, because it's light, it's not heavy, it's not going to feel too much, and it sits really nicely under your makeup as well.
I feel like all the brands we've seen that they stock are very specific, you know, and very performance driven.
Exactly.
And not just gimmicky. You know, if you're genuinely looking for something to achieve something, whether it's a foundation that's not going to give you spots or something to sort out your feet or whatever, it's really performance driven.
Again, this is actually a brand that I didn't even know was on Skin City, and we featured it not long ago on SheerLuxe on indie brands to know, and it is brilliant because, like I said, it's created with dermatologists. It's very much hydrating ingredients at the forefront, but great formulas. And I feel like SheerLuxe readers and the office will love this. It's a weekly brush cleanser, so you just put this on to sort of a towel, anything you want, and you just cover that in the formula, and then you wipe your brush onto it, and it just dissolves all of that product.
And
Great
on
for
that
foundation.
note, Q, they're wonderful.
Wonderful brushes,
Reasonably priced brush. I mean, heaven, heaven.
So soft, aren't they?
Absolutely heaven. And what about the actual makeup itself?
Yes, so I love these. You've got a liquid blush in two kind of suits all shades, and I think a lot of people never really know how to apply liquid blushes, but they're just a really silky formula. They've got hyaluronic acid in, and they look quite full on, but actually you can just use your ring finger to apply this. You really don't need very much. But it's a pretty colour, and the benefit of liquids is that is not going to budge once that's been on your cheek. It's just going to stay there. I mean, you can see the colour. It's really nice, healthy glow. And then that one's a bit more bronzy if you're slightly warmer in tone, or if you want something slightly warmer.
Lovely. You need such a small amount. They're really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Really nice.
Then we've got their Vitamin E liquid bronzer. Now, Vitamin E is great for kind of strengthening your skin, but as for the bronzer itself, it is a mist spray-on formula. I'll do it on my hand, but you just need a tiny amount, and it immediately gives you
good glow.
So great for kind of like if you haven't got your legs out yet, or if you just want to really
So it's
quickly.
for the body, is it, not the face?
It's for the body, but you can also use it on the face. You can spray it on a brush as well and apply.
Love it, love it. That is fab.
Yeah. And last but not least, we've got their Ginger Glow Finishing Mist, which again is very hydrating, but it's got vitamin C to really brighten your complexion as well. And you can use it to set your makeup in place, but it works quite well as a toner as well. If you want to kind of use it post-cleanse, it just tightens up your pores and gets rid of any excess oiliness, but great to have on your desk in the day as well, just to hit refresh.
Love it, love it. And if this wasn't good enough, I mean, there's also a Skin City wash bag that I have my own. I love it all. If you like what you see, then get on over to skincity.co.uk. Thank you so much, Becky.
You're welcome.
I'm Kate. And I'm Hannah, and we are Charlested. We are delighted to be back filming for the SheerLuxe show.
Today we are going to give you a step-by-step guide to styling your inbuilt shelving. So when we style our shelves, we work with a shopping list containing 5 key categories.
We use books, greenery, pots and vases, decorative objects, and photographs and artwork.
With pieces from these categories, you cannot go wrong and your shelves will look amazing. We always start with books. Books are a great way to ground and balance your scheme so that you can create a basis on which to place other objects and pieces. Whether you're styling your shelves with a double width unit like this or a single width unit, we always place our books in a zigzag formation like this. And we tend to keep books of the same colour together. And then you can just play around with them on the shelves and just see which way you prefer. So we place artwork in spaces that don't have the books to add interest and height. We've just used these simple box frames here, and these just add a background as well to any objects that you will be placing. When using vases and pots, we like to incorporate lots of different shapes and textures, but the tone is quite consistent. In this scheme, we've kept it quite earthy, which is really on trend at the moment. So lots of kind of browns and rich colours, and they just look super natural and just really, really pretty. Greenery grounds the scheme, it adds a pop of colour, and you can use different styles. So we've got a fern here with the long leaves, and then we've just decided to use just a simple potted echeveria, so still green but just a slightly different shape, and it just, as you can see, just lifts the design. Decorative objects just add another layer of interest, so something like these beads look super, just trailed over the edge of a bowl or a dish. You could also incorporate sculptural pieces and just add extra layers. Once you've placed all of your items on the shelves, stand back and take a look at whether or not you're happy with where you've placed everything. It might be that the vase you put on the top shelf would look better somewhere else. And actually, just play around, have fun, and move your pieces until you're happy.
What is really important is to make sure that none of your categories are clustered together. So for instance here, we've got our piece of greenery, and what we wouldn't do is then place another piece of greenery on the shelf below or above. We've mixed it up here with books and a pot on this shelf and greenery on the next.
We hope these tips have been helpful and will help you create a beautiful shelf at home. Get styling and have fun.
Welcome back. Thank you, Becky and Georgie. What a great selection. I never knew how much I needed that body buff in my life, and that foot file is so clever. I hope you gleaned some great tips as well from Hannah and Kate. My biggest takeaway was always to make sure your books are displayed diagonally. That is a pretty easy one to remember too. Now, our next guest has long been known for her impeccable eye as a former magazine editor, and now as both a stylist and founder of Little Spree, Sarah Clark is the queen of a great summer wardrobe, and she's here to show us what essentials you need. After that, Tor's here with her pick of what's new in wellness this month. Take a look.
Hi, my name's Sarah Clark. I'm a stylist and art director, and I'm also the editor of littlespree.com. Today, I'm going to be talking you through some of my favourite pieces to wear for summer. So the first piece I wanted to talk to you about was this dress from Fawn. So it's this beautiful, I think it's called Gold on their website. It's like a sort of goldy blush kind of colour. I'm wearing it today with just really simple black gladiator sandals, which I live in the summer. These are really old ones actually from ASOS, but I wear them all the time and I dig them out every year. Anyways, it's really long, it's got pockets, it's got a lot of fabric, which I really like, but it's not heavy, it doesn't feel hot because it's really lovely light cotton. And then it's got these gorgeous balloon sleeves, and this really, really pretty embroidery. Can you see that around the neck and then on the sleeves? It's just a really, really gorgeous dress. And I'm not really one for a sort of skimpy dress or a dress that sort of shows a lot of flesh. I mean, obviously this is definitely the other end of the spectrum, but this is the kind of dress that I love. It just feels really comfortable and also really nice because you can sort of wear it in the day and then wear it out in the evening as well. My next summer hero piece is this denim blouse from Isabel Marant. It's the softest, sort of almost like it is denim, but it feels more like chambray denim. That's really, really soft. For me, I quite like things that have different elements, and I quite like things that are sort of a bit tomboy-y, but there always has to be something like feminine or pretty or romantic detail, and I love that this is just the perfect combination. So it's the sort of denim, classic denim shirt with the sort of popper buttons, but it's got these amazing frills on the shoulders. Again, sometimes normally I wear it sort of tucked in with like maybe a high-waisted trouser or jeans or khaki trousers, but today I've just got it on with these, and because they're quite a skinny sort of tight fit, I'd prefer the shirt a bit sort of looser. So I tend to buy a couple of pieces of Isabel every season, and honestly they are the best investments. They just last and last. The thing I love about her pieces, they never date, because her signature and her handwriting on her collections is so distinctive, but it's also so consistent. It's not really faddy or too trend led. So that's a sort of a typical sort of summer outfit for me: sandals, jeans, a shirt, a little basket bag. And I'm good. So the next thing I want to talk about for my summer essentials, my summer wardrobe, is these trousers. They are from Isabel Marant, but they were a splurge. I don't really find many trousers that I love, and I love this kind of really baggy kind of high-waisted sort of silhouette. I really love, and they've got sort of like braces, sort of suspenders, so they're almost like dungarees, but you can remove them, so you've got sort of almost like two pairs of trousers in one really. But the blouse is a really old Topshop sale bargain actually from years ago. So although you can't buy this exact one now, there are so many similar blouses around on the high street. I've seen so many in Mango, Zara, Warehouse, New Look. There's so many around, so you'll definitely be able to easily find something really similar. Anyway, so those are, well, the trousers and the blouse. The summer, definitely a pretty white blouse in the summer. I live in them. But yeah, these kind of high-waisted, loose trousers. So the next thing I want to talk to you about are these trousers. They are from Free People, and I'm loving what Free People are doing at the moment. And they're probably not for everyone. They're quite sort of Annie Hall kind of style. They're quite a thick, almost like a denim cotton, but soft at the same time. They're obviously very high-waisted, but I like the fact that the legs are quite loose. They're similar actually to the Isabel trousers a little bit, but just a much heavier weight in the fabric. But again, I love them with like gladiator sandals, but I love them with heels as well, and I like the gold with the green. Just a really easy kind of outfit. I'd probably wear this to a meeting or to a dinner. It's kind of like a look that I like a pretty blouse and then a sort of side tomboy kind of trouser, but then with a little bit of a feminine heel as well. Next thing I want to talk to you about is this black blouse. I love, as much as I love a white blouse in the summer, I also love a black blouse in the summer, as long as it's sort of a cotton and a nice lightweight fabric. But they're a lot harder to find. So you see a lot of white blouses everywhere, not so many black ones. And this is one of my, if not the most favourite one I have. I don't have a lot, but I have a few. And it's from KJ's Laundry, which is a really lovely independent boutique in central London. I love the little puff shoulders, not too exaggerated, just a little bit. So it feels a little bit more special. I will often wear this out in the evening. In fact, I'd wear it with those Isabel trousers, actually, with the braces. I've worn that out before. But again, really nice with something like these, these are part of a little co-ord set I've got from actually Lolly's Laundry, funnily enough. And they're they're literally like pyjama pants almost, but I love them so much. Anyway, so that is another summer favourite of mine. I'm so happy to sort of dig it out again. So another thing that I think is really useful, and maybe not as obvious, but in the summer, is a really nice knit. I tend to normally wear more of a boyfriend style cardigan. I prefer the longer ones. But this is a gorgeous one from Navy Grey, which is another one of my favourite independent brands. They just do the loveliest knitwear. But this is one of their more recent additions to their collection. So it's this little crop cardigan, well, not crop, but a little bit cropped. And I love this colour, this creamy sort of colour. It's just so beautiful, and I really like it with white. So today I've put it on with, this is another dress from Fawn, actually, from last summer. It's this gorgeous kind of a ruffly one. I've just got it on with my sandals again. Yeah, so just a really simple, lovely summer knit. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more fashion and lifestyle inspiration, you can follow me on Instagram at Little Spree.
Hi, I'm Tor. I'm back today to talk to you about all the things I'm loving in the world of health and wellness. I want to talk about Peep Club, which is a really awesome new brand that was actually born in lockdown. It was born basically out of a rise in complaints about people having problems with their eyes. So when you look at a screen, whether it's your laptop, your phone, or the TV, you actually blink up to 8 times less, and that makes your eyes dry, tired, and heavy by the end of the day. So these products work in tandem to basically help you with those problems. So first up is their eye mist. All natural ingredients, it just moisturise and soothes the eye area and really helps just revive kind of any tiredness you've got in the eye. And this looks a bit funky, but it's their heated stick, and you turn it on and it heats up to 42 degrees in less than a minute, which sounds hot, but it's really not. And you use it with your eye cream in the morning and the evening, just below your skin and above, and the heat really, really gently unlocks your blocked tear ducts, and that keeps your eyes really moisturised and really soothed. So if you do suffer with dry eyes and kind of fatigued eyes, I really, really think this is worth a try. So I'm now going to talk about Neom's new Wellbeing Pod Mini, which I am so excited to talk about because I am such a fan of their bigger Wellbeing Pod. But this is a transportable one that you don't even need wires or plugs for. And it works purely on USB. So you charge it up on the USB and then it lasts for up to 50 hours. So what you do is you just push it up at the bottom and then it releases this little top bit and then you pull it out like so. And you have to use the Neom oils. And you can see it's got this little like pipette that you just click in and you pop it back in. So you just turn it on at the top and it has 3 intensity settings and it just releases the really, you can't see it, a really fine micro vapor of scent intermittently throughout the day. You keep it on your desk, have it in your bedroom. It's particularly good for small spaces just because it's not the biggest thing. It's the most glorious little piece of kit, and they have it in black and also a kind of a pale pinky colour, so there's something for everyone. So I'm now going to talk about the keto diet and Fat's really amazing snack bars. Now, essentially, if you don't know, it's just a very, very high fat diet. So you're getting about 70% of your calories from fat, 20% from protein, and about 10% from carbs. So the emphasis is very much on the fat. And fat snacks are really fantastic. And I speak to a lot of kind of nutritional experts for my work, and so many of them recommend these snacks even if you don't follow the keto diet. So for example, this almond and vanilla cookie is so delicious. It's basically just made from ground almonds and some other healthy fats like coconut. There's 7 grams of fibre in there, 1 gram of carbs, and they really do fill you up. And these are their other snack bars, which are kind of more of a nut-based bar. It's quite reassuring to know that there's a snack out there that isn't packed with sugar and that will kind of keep you full and satisfy you at the same time. So yeah, this is definitely a brand worth checking out. I'm going to talk about Dr. Uchenna's new My Smile toothpaste. Now, a natural toothpaste might not sound like it's going to be the most effective thing, but it's actually really, really important to use a toothpaste that doesn't contain so many nasties. The skin in your mouth is actually 50 times more absorbent than your skin on your body. So basically anything you put in your mouth gets absorbed into your body. So something that's with less chemicals is just going to be so much better for you, and this toothpaste really does tick all those bills, and it's just a really fantastic formula. It's got like natural whiteners, optical brighteners, natural spearmint oil, peppermint oil, and it really leaves your mouth feeling so clean, and a clean feeling that really lasts throughout the day as well. And I just love that it's developed by dentists, because you know it's going to be safe on your enamel and whiten and protect and brighten. So yes, absolutely love this one. I've had a bigger Theraguns, the proper elite one, for quite a few months now, but I recently got a mini one. And the first thing that's so amazing about this is the weight of it. The big one is very heavy, and it's also quite tricky to do your shoulders and your back, whereas this one is super light. The button's on the side, it's really streamlined, fits into your hand in a very ergonomic way. It's got 3 speed settings, and I can also turn it on. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually a lot quieter as well than the other bigger Theraguns. So if you've got flatmates or another half who you don't want to annoy, this is a much, much better option. I also love this one because you can wipe it clean, so it's super hygienic, and it's great for traveling if you are going away, or good to pop in your gym bag.
Welcome back. Thanks, Sarah. Such a fab edit, and thank you, Tor. Nailed it as always. Now, next up, we have a huge treat for you in the form of Mark Wogan, founder of Homeslice London. He's showing us how to create his utterly delicious pizzas at home. There's also a garlic bread, which really is sensational. Enjoy.
Hi there, my name's Mark. I'm one of the founders of Homeslice. Today, I'm going to take you through how to make a couple of pizzas and a little bit of an insight into how we do it here at Homeslice. A tablespoon of olive oil into a pan. Get your chilli and your garlic into that, and let it just start to infuse that oil with that flavour. So as you can see, that's just starting to just sizzle and bubble a little bit, which is just flavouring that oil with the garlic and the chilli. And then only really cook it for a couple of minutes. Just a little bit of salt, right? That goes into that, and that sauce is ready. You literally just get a fork and you press those tomatoes out. That is it. That is your tomato-based sauce done. A kilogram of 00 flour and 650 grams of water.
Starting with the water. Don't add all of the water, so and then we have our yeast.
But just one sachet in that.
Just make sure you activate your yeast.
Just let the yeast dissolve in the water.
Yeah.
So at this stage, when the flours and the liquids have come together, that's when you add your salt. And slowly work that into the dough for the last sort of 5 minutes or so of kneading.
Now, and all the water and flour being mixed together.
What you can do now is cover those and leave them for 3 hours. So
All
you're
around.
creating the crust right from the start. Obviously here at Homeslice, we've got a 500 degree wood burning oven. At home, we want it at about between 180 and 200. Get the baking tray that you're going to cook your pizza on and preheat it in the oven. Hot tray, straight out the oven, and there, put your pizza base straight onto it, right? You've got to work quickly at this stage, but you can just stretch it out, shape it, make sure it's all lovely and ready on there. And big dollop in the middle, and just gently work it out to the sides. We use Feel the Latte cheese, okay? We ship this in twice a week from Naples. It's absolutely the best. Then we just finish with a little dried oregano. In your oven at home, it's going to take about 8 minutes. to make sure the butter doesn't burn. And then we've got about 50 grams of butter there. That goes into the pan. So what we have here is half a red onion and a clove of garlic. And the amounts we're talking about here is roughly for a 400 gram can of sweet corn. Alright, so that butter's melting now, and we're going to put that in there to cook really nice and slowly. Next, we add the contents of the can of sweet corn into that. It's literally just about a quarter of a teaspoon goes in. When you open your can of sweet corn, there will be some water in it. Do not throw it away. And we pour it in, just covering the sweet corn. When the water starts to boil like that, so that is ready to come off. So at that stage, it's come to the boil and the sauce is ready for the next stage, which is you would either use a stick blender to make it nice and smooth, or you'd put it in a food processor to get a nice smooth sauce. Once you put it in the food processor, that's when you would add about 200 mils of double cream, which makes a perfect, a little bit different pizza sauce. What we like to do is just a little bit of whole pieces of corn on the top that we would fire in the oven. And then this is our cooking chorizo. Spring onions, just sliced up, just to give it that oniony hit. Now what you can't beat is homemade cheesy garlic bread. What we've got here is a lovely olive oil that we've got minced garlic in, that we've heated up so that it really infuses the oil with that garlic flavour. A little bit of fresh rosemary, a couple of sprigs, some rock salt, and a little bit of cracked black pepper just to finish it off. Now you can put it straight in like that, bit of cheese, that's what you really want. In the oven at 200 for around about 8 minutes. Flavoursome garlic bread. Nobody is going to be unhappy about eating that.
Finally, I'm going to chat to you about 3 things I am loving right now. So first of all, I have this new tablecloth. This is from a brand called Les Oshimans. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I am a massive fan of a good tablescape, and a quite chintzy tablescape at that. And I love that this style is a little bit less girly than some of the pretty pinks and florals out there. It's got these slightly more muted masculine colours on it, which means that I can go to town on all my other chintzy china on top of it. And it just makes any table look super chic and stylish. And it's really nice and weighty too. So I highly recommend that one. That is going to be taking pride of place in all my summer tablescapes over the coming weeks and months. Next up, speaking of summer, I have a swimsuit that I am loving. I'm really hoping I'm going to get a chance to wear this. This is from Ayla Swim, which is a small British brand that we love here at SheerLuxe. You might recognise their really pretty floral bikinis and lovely little ruffle details. This is from their latest collection. I love that super elegant square neckline and square back as well. And I just think these pastel colours look so gorgeous on everyone. It's so flattering. They'll make you look tanned even if you're super pale. And it's just the prettiest piece. And yeah, as they say, I really hope I'm going to get a chance to wear this at some point soon. Fingers crossed. Finally, the thing that I love is Cuda Cocktails. This is a mother-daughter duo who have launched a rum punch from a long family recipe. Rum punch hasn't really been that trendy for a long time, but Cuda Cocktails are changing that with their gorgeous branding and this delicious cocktail which contains no nasties. It's just lovely natural ingredients. It's vegan too, and it's absolutely delicious. So I highly recommend it. Great gift this summer. It looks beautiful. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all of our wonderful guests, Sarah, Mark, Hannah and Kate, and of course, Georgie, Becky and Tor. On the next show, we have another great lineup. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Heather is here with her week in outfits. We have an interview with award-winning author of Geek Girl, Holly Smale, a summer fragrance haul, plus Madeline Shaw is telling us the foods to eat to make us glow. You really won't want to miss it. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.